I think the biggest thing about being a PhD student is the fact that because you're doing something unknown, like you have to do something original, it's hard to know when you'll get there and what that will look like, even, especially in the start. So people say you should do it in 5 years, but it can sometimes take longer because your path will change or may change. You might start off with something and you end up in something completely different. It's like you're starting off an adventure, but all you know about this adventure is that you want to learn something and you want to conquer some little piece of knowledge, but that little piece of knowledge can change over time of your PhD. Well, I think it depends on your initial financial status, right? So if you came in with a lot of loans, I personally, thankfully, don't have student loans. So I'm thankful for that. And I think for me personally, my financial impact is just not being able to be in a place of financial contentment or yeah, essentially, like I look at my full time friends who have jobs, like real jobs, and the pay that they get and the life that they have at my age. And I look at myself and I'm close to being 30, and I'm still living like I'm a college student, like barely making ends meet. Yeah, I get takeout sometimes. I, indulge myself sometimes, but it's always considering my very low budget that I have from the university. Like the stipend that we get is really to just have a barely decent life to get by. So it's frustrating, I would say. The financial impact for me is just I'm 28 years old and I still, don't have any wealth to call of my own. Thankfully, no. My parents are very independent. They have their own funds. They're retired, and I always thank them. Literally, I'll call them and I'll say thank you for not depending on me financially, because I don't know if I would actually be able to help you. So, paying off bills and paying off loans in general. I mean, it's for me. I make ends meet. So I wouldn't say that it's very difficult. Like I don't feel like I'm barely, surviving. For me, financially, I made a plan. Like I have a plan to pay off my car loan in a certain amount of time, and I made that plan knowing my stipend. So, it sucks. Maybe I won't get as much like takeout or do less groceries and try to make my other parts of life just take a hit when I have to when I get a big bill, when I get medical bills especially, because I think medical insurance is an unforeseen medical event is what would impact me most in my financial status and paying off bills.